Hello, everybody. Princess Casserole here, and I know I promised to do this, and I found one of my 80s Vogues. This one is specifically from June of 1984, and here, let me pull you guys up a tiny bit. I thought this would be so fun. There's some really 80s things in these magazines, like very stereotypically um 80s, and I thought it would be fun to like look at the makeup and how it's changed, look at the clothing, and especially look at the jewelry, because I know there's some cool ads, and in the 80s a lot of it was from like Monet and stuff, so it's really fun. But hola, one of the things I thought was funny is these are coming back, the bigger unkept kind of eyelashes. And also, one of the things I remember about the 80s was the blush being so pink, and it's cute nude lip. So I thought it would be kind of fun. So this also reminds me of things I remember wearing, outfits like this. Like those were more like real everyday. But look at how she's wearing the tie. So I got these magazines whenever I find like an 80s or super 90s magazine, or like anything older than that, especially something like this. This is the Vogue. I always grab them because I don't know. I like going through these, and I just thought it would be fun. I love the fuchsia color and the blue. So I've had these for a while, and these outfits are so fun. These like, it's just so fun. And sometimes you see things like this now at the thrift stores. And like even the posing is so fun. Like it's very like iconic 80s. This is from Saks Fifth Avenue. I love today and be fun. Let's see. Flora Kung. I have not heard of her, but I love these hats. I think it's such a shame that hats are not as popular as they used to be, because they really can make an outfit. Here, I'm gonna put you up a little bit. I think that's good. So this one's from Bloomingdale's, but I love this, and they were still wearing gloves in the 80s. So I think that's kind of an interesting change too, is the I don't remember ever anyone wearing gloves in the 90s, but apparently you still did in the 80s. Even like, it's just so funny how much even advertising and stuff has changed. But I love this. We'll bring it up. Look at those big earrings and these big cuffs and these teeny tiny little pumps. Those are so cute. Like no cleavage at all. It's just, and the big shoulder pads. And it just, like, I could wear that today. I would wear that. I would totally wear this outfit. I don't know. I really like, oh, really? Your mom still has this haircut? I think it's cool, you know? Like, sometimes things come back. See, and this is the kind of stuff I see. I don't love that. This is actually Perry Ellis. The shoes are cool, though. You can kind of see the Victorian influence in these. I think that's cool. I don't love this material, but I do really like these shoes. Because it's funny, people don't realize, I think, in the 80s, too, that there was a lot of Art Deco influences, and this one is very much like Edwardian, Victorian type influences on there. And then this one is a very pretty bracelet that's like similar to what we see. And look at how big those earrings are. Just love it. I will do more jewelry styling videos. I think, you know, all of this stuff is somewhat similar, right? It's all style. And I end up getting so much stuff, and it's nice to kind of bounce things off of each other and like get you everyone's opinions and like figure out how to wear the stuff that we get too. These are pretty. I think these colors are, some of them are kind of coming back, you know? I think there is kind of an 80s influence now that's kind of coming back. This is beautiful. I would totally wear that, this outfit and this whole look with the turban. It's beautiful. Like, if I see things like this at the thrift store, I pick them up because I like it. And also, the other thing that you see a lot too that I've forgotten about is that whole like influence of putting in menswear into women's fashion. And I think it did really kind of start here, becoming really popular in the 80s. And people think that's like a newer thing, and it's really not, because like look at this wonderful ad. It's very menswear inspired, very oversized. Even like you can see her hair is styled that way too, and the big button earring. So if you wonder where those big button earrings come from, this is from the 80s. But I think that's super fun. And then you still have the feminine tights with the shoe on. I love the fact that Estee Lauder hasn't hardly changed. I think you can still get their lipstick like this, right? In these bullets. And I love these colors. A pretty warm color on your lips look really nice. And I always like that. It's kind of harder to find like a shade like this. I have one that is from NARS, and I looked everywhere for it. But I also like these nudie colors too. So I think that's the other thing that's kind of fun in here is makeup trends and stuff like that too. But this I loved. This is Flora Kong as well. And I love this outfit. I would totally wear this tomorrow. And this is a really cool idea of how to bring in these bright colors into an outfit. I actually really like this. I have never heard of this one either. These earrings are amazing though. Here, let me bring it closer. And look at the color. It's very monochromatic with the blush, the lips, and the eyes all being very similar. And the big hair, of course. Probably lots of Aquanet. My sister used to wear a lot. But I love the big plastic bangles. I love Bakelite, and I love like lucite, big chunky things. But I think that's so cool with how they mixed that here and made it something that's kind of contemporary, right? And threw that in and made it punchy. And even her nails match. So that's a fun thing. I think I might actually see if I can try that, because I think that would be fun. Wow, I didn't know that I would have so much to say while going through these magazines. That's kind of funny. See, this is what I think about when I think about an 80s look. Is that... Sorry, my wire is moving my camera here, so I am sorry. Let me move that so it won't happen. But yeah, definitely this is what I think of when I think of 80s makeup. Or this. Wow, that is iconic. This is Charlie perfume cologne. It's the short, like asymmetrical haircut with the everyone had to have that color lip, but look at the eyeshadow. and natural brows. I don't think she's just got a little earring on. But that is so fun. And then this was from Neiman Marcus. So I just, when I'm at estate sales or thrift stores, a lot of people don't look at the magazine section. And I always like looking at them because I like to actually see how things were worn back then. And it's a really good way to actually show you decade makeup looks, trends, how they wore their you know, shirts and all of that stuff, so the style and everything. So don't forget to look at magazines when you're in the thrift stores and the estate sales. I do not get them for free, but they're usually not that expensive, so just a couple dollars. So does this one say? I don't think this one says where it's from. But again, that is kind of what I would think of for the 80s because it's very, like I said, a lot of their stuff was Art Deco inspired. So the round with the, you know, rectangles. And this is the kind of stuff we do see in our jewelry jars, right? So it's kind of fun to see where it comes from. Harry Winston. So I think this is all fine jewelry, right? Very pretty. This one is huge. So nice. And then look at this wonderful Guess magazine ad. And I think Guess is actually coming back in style. I love the movie Made in Manhattan. But I really do like this shirt too. Again, I would wear this also. But I do think Guess has kind of come back in style. Tommy Hilfiger had too. I don't know if it still is, but... And also I knew my first boyfriend used to wear Drakkar. So it was still popular in the 90s too. Oh, and look at this. I love this. She's just got a little button earring. And I like the cap. It's very striking. And Lancome. I grew up using Lancome jewelry, or not jewelry, Lancome makeup. They have very, very nice makeup. The lady who runs it, Lisa Eldridge, she's got videos on YouTube and she does amazing makeup tutorials. Her and Wayne Goss, they do ones that I actually will use. Oneida, that's fun. I love the colors. I forgot how much like lavender there was in the 80s. Oh, I didn't know they had hair care for Estee Lauder as well. No, see, definitely like still see that menswear influence in here. And look at these shoulder pads, like how big. Everything was about being oversized and just, yeah, look at how oversized everything is. And I had turbans. I have some turbans upstairs. Maybe they're from the 80s. I didn't realize. But that belt, look at these belts. Those are fun. And then here we have Cartier. So absolutely stunningly gorgeous. If I ever found something like that in a jewelry jar, I might actually throw up from happiness. That's a real thing, throwing up from happiness. Swampy, we're just reviewing a 80s magazine and kind of talking about and going down memory lane. See, everybody wore this color in makeup. I love these glasses. Actually, I would wear these glasses now. I love them. They're beautiful. She looks stunning. Wow. And see, that's also like a 80s style earrings, but it's on the smaller side of what we usually find, right? I also didn't know Cartier made perfumes. L'Oreal. It's so funny how many of these brands there still are around. I think that's kind of fun. And look at the purple eyeshadow. That's so fun. And still wearing hats. I miss hats. We need to bring the hats back. Oh, these are pretty. Lauren Bacall quote. If he wants to talk about diamonds and pearls, tell him you're all ears and fingers and neck. That's amazing. These are beautiful. I have some wonderful pearl pieces. Pearls are some of my favorites. And these blue eyeshadow, of course, from Chanel. It's more Chanel for men, cologne. Oh, that's nice. It's nice and simple. From Ralph Lauren. No jewelry on that one. Oh, gray flannel. I kind of wish I could smell some of this stuff, but then also I kind of really don't, because 80s perfume is very strong. The sponge applicator, good call out. And that was in Chanel. Everything came with these sponge applicators, and I gotta tell you guys, when I want to pack something on, I still use those. I have a bunch upstairs, and I still use it. That's amazing. I once put on my ex-husband's contact lenses and went to work and didn't realize that. Gucci. Look at these cool little watches. Definitely embraced a lot of the older stuff. Lots of polo stuff in here.
What is that, an old magazine?
Yeah, it's the 80s.
Definitely looks 80s. Is there anything about cocaine in there?
No. Yeah, the sponge applicator, I use those for my eyes. What's this movie?
Planet of the Apes, probably?
I don't know. Swan Dive? Fun for the boys? I've never heard of that. Oh, look at these. Oh, they're Christian Dior.
Those are fancy.
Wow, that's fun. I definitely would not have pegged this as Christian Dior. I don't like these eyeglasses as much as the other ones, but this is Christian Dior eyewear. These are fun. I would wear those too. See, more menswear. And I love these tights. I still wear those too, like the textured tights. I love those. I forgot those were 80s. And lots of flats in the 80s too, which is kind of fun. Stirrup pants, I do remember. You had to get them the right size or else they would be painful. They weren't long enough for your legs. See? There's more of them. But this one came with a little brush actually. Clinique. I used to use a lot of Clinique too. These are beautiful. I mean, these would still sell today too. I thought that was new. That's so funny. They had this Evian spray atomizer back then. This was a big thing a couple years ago, where everyone was buying those. That's funny. Oh, just a splash. Look at how, look at how much they're using. It doesn't look like just a splash to me, but I remember everyone smelling very strong. I don't know why. It's funny also that they have men's stuff in the women's magazine too. Calvin Klein, they were big too in the 80s and 90s. I remember them a lot from before. And more like oversized menswear type stuff. And the off the shoulder. I feel like my daughter doesn't realize how much of her style that she uses actually came from other decades. I don't know what's going on here. It's copper tone, so that's still around too. This woman is absolutely beautiful. Camp Beverly Hills, that was a brand. I remember the movie. Did you guys watch Camp Beverly Hills? And Banana Republic. $39 dress. That's really cute. Again, I would wear this one today too. I'm crazy, so I would probably also wear this one. Let me show you guys. Look at how fun that is. That again is super 80s to me, of what I think of when I think of like fun, crazy 80s stuff. And the cars too. So I have some other magazines that have more cars in them from the 70s and 80s. And this one is a Jaguar, so it's a luxury car. But I personally don't think the 80s were a great time for vehicles in the style. They're just very boxy to me. But I'm sure there's a lot of people who disagree with me. I like the 67 Chevy and stuff. That's my favorite. But it's also really fun. There are people who collect old ads. Look at how beautiful the interior was, though. The wood. So I think that's fun. And this is some nice jewelry, J.D. Caldwell Company. I've never heard of them. Yeah, they had like little things that went over your feet that were attached to like leggings, basically. Oh, and the other thing I forgot, I'm surprised this is the first cigarette ad we got too. Look at her hair. Again, I don't smoke. My daughter doesn't smoke. Very against it. But it's funny because when you go through these, you forget about how much they advertise. There was one that were like out of 3 pages, they were all cigarette ads. Yeah, smoking's totally gross. However, her hair is amazing. I love her hair. And this big bangle and this coat. Yeah, and like there were a lot of alcohol and smoking ads in these. This is cool, this ad. Lots of avant-garde in the 80s too. I do like gin. Oh my goodness. These are amazing. I've definitely gotten earrings like that in a jewelry jar. And I actually just got ones that were very similar to this. And I like this style a lot still. Again, a lot of these could totally fly again right now. Don't know so much about this one, but it could. Yeah, definitely. I remember I grew up with those advertisements, so it's kind of nice to actually see how much it influenced before, and how we pretty much it shocks our system kind of to see those ads now, which I think is a good thing. These beautiful Omega watches. And he's eating sushi, drinking champagne. It's so funny. So here we have a 1984 Continental Mark 7. And look at this lady. Again, very menswear, oversized. And the style of this car. Spring Fashions by Bill Blass. That's so funny. Yeah, definitely. Some people, that's what I'm saying. Don't just count the magazines, because some people do collect these. I do actually. So I could do that one next. I have a People magazine that was like right after, I think, Princess Diana passed away, from the 90s. And we can do that one next if you want. Not next, like today, but next video. I don't know how many people are going to watch this, but I think it's kind of fun. This is a cool ad. And that was one of the other things too. I think the advertisements are a lot different than they used to be as well. So that, I think, is also interesting. See, here's another one. It's like a cigarette. It's only a cigarette. Like Porsche is only a car. This is very selling it a lot. Oh, these fun summer looks. Like Farrah Fawcett and stuff. These are fun. I remember hair magazines were like really popular when you would go get your hair done. Do you guys remember that too? You would get like a magazine like this, and then you would kind of pick out the hairstyle that you liked. I don't think they really do that anymore. But I definitely remember magazines with just these, and you would pick it out and get your hairstyle that way. Yeah, it's so interesting. Oh, Timberland. These are really cute, actually. I don't think I'd be caught dead unless someone thought they would take my picture in these shorts, though. Those are not doing her any favors. But I do love linen. It's very comfortable, breathable summer fabric, and it looks great on. So there's that. Oh, see. What does Formula 405 have to do with your face? I thought that was a hair thing. See, this is iconic 80s, I think. So she had embraced the small plucked eyebrows, where some of the other ones had that very natural look to them. And this is fun. I like the hats. Oh, and Fila. See how like menswear inspired this is, with that like strong femininity. So it's kind of like that leather and lace kind of thing. A very strong woman in the 80s is kind of the images that it portrayed. I don't like that fabric though. See, here's another one. And then Giacomo, I think I remember that. And Shiseido, that's another popular brand that's still popular. I think that's kind of fun too. And Kahlua, let's make some black Russians or white Russians. I forget what the difference is. White Russians are with milk. Black Russians are with something else. I don't remember. I think another alcohol or something. This is stunning. See, that's why I said this color. People forget how good that color looks, though. It's so 80s, the fuchsia kind of color, but it looks really pretty. Max Factor. Another one. And then horoscopes. Do they still have horoscopes in magazines like that? And the Frost frosted highlights. My sister used to have frosted highlights. Let's see. Let me read mine. I'm going to put this one back because I don't want you guys looking at the silly one. I'm a Cancer. The beginning of the month proves to be a good time to pick up those projects you've let slide. On the 4th, you may run into problems getting the go-ahead for your new plans. Be persistent. Your tenacity should serve you well. Take time out for a little frivolity on the 20th. The new moon on the 29th is the best time to tie up loose ends. I always think it's kind of fun to read your old horoscopes. And then this one gives you some tips also. I really think the way makeup applications changed since the 80s, that is like such a huge, huge difference. Oh, well, we'll just ignore that one. See, here's more. The oversized menswear look, but with the, and I remember this perfume. Should I dare? Oh my God, that smells awful. Oh, yeah, it smells exactly how I remember them smelling. Oh. Do you guys remember this one? Whew. Oh, and they even had it in a candle. Oh, it's very perfumey. Oh my goodness, look at this Buick. Definitely like 80s cars have a look. It's very boxy. Buick Electra. See it up here. Buick Electra. And see, sometimes I get watches like this and I always think they're a little bit older. Oh yeah, it was like when you go to an estate sale and you buy sometimes you get jewelry in a jewelry box where they've obviously also stored perfume. That's what it smells like. These are Tiffany and Company. That is very interesting. I would not have pegged that for Tiffany and Company. I always assume when I get watches like this that they're older, but see, that's why it's kind of nice sometimes to go through this. I also totally ignored this. Ultra suede fabric. Wow. It's like patchwork. That's amazing. See, there was definitely like, they were very covered up in the 80s. It's like, seems like a lot of covered up right there. I don't know if that was like, I don't know what, but see, this is not a very nice ad here, but this one is. This Christian Dior one with the lipsticks. I just don't think this one stings. Oh my goodness. This is so 80s. Look at the puff. And then there was the little like liner on this side. Yeah, Joan Crawford. Look at these colors for your eyes. And then these patterns, they're so 80s. I kind of love it though. It's Maybelline. Oh. I like this look too, actually. It's very cool. I love the hair. It does look like it's childhood packaging, but like I think the thing was makeup wasn't as big of an industry. Oops, I didn't mean to leave it on this guy either. See how many ads for cigarettes? Goodness gracious. makeup wasn't as big of an industry as it is now. Now, I think what you would pay before for makeup, they spend that much money on the packaging nowadays. Do you remember these phones? Johnny Walker red? That's so funny. I told my daughter about car phones the other day, and yep, cord phone, the little round things that would always get stuck together. Um, it's amazing. We used to have one like that in our kitchen, and you'd actually have to walk just, so however far that your cord reached. Oh, my daughter has no idea. She looked at me and she had no idea why you would need a car phone. And so, but she knew what a rotary phone was because my mother-in-law has one and taught her how to use it. Oh, my little kissy. Lancaster, I've not heard of that. This is actually really pretty ad, I think. Whoa. Interesting. And they have omnivore recipes up here. Green sauce for timbal of Dover sauce. It's even interesting if you look at cookbooks from the decades. That is also something that you would think doesn't change, but it has so changed. So if you look at the 50s cookbooks and things, it's very much, they thought packaged things were the best for you. See, another one. Goodness gracious. But the ladies in there always look so stunning. And probably get demonetized just for all of that stuff. Look at the Gucci. And Remy Martin. So I don't know how much alcohol ads are still in magazines. I've never heard of, oh, it's YSL. I love YSL stuff. I just find them so elegant. That's pretty. Look at this. And they had lapel pin here too. And it's pretty much all the same style. $575 for that lapel pin. But you guys didn't realize they had some of that stuff in the 80s because I don't think I did, but I should have because a lot of these lapel pins were made by Avon too, if you think about it. Goodness gracious, so much. Glamby. Guess the next time I should look forward and then just not show you guys those ones. But on some of these magazines, I think it was the People, it was like legit every other page was a cigarette ad. I remember the packaging being like this too. The Baby Soft. Guerlain Paris, that one's still also a nice luxury brand that they still sell. Wow, look at that hair. Wow. And again, see, like it was so much the same for the eyeshadow. And this one's also like that natural brow. But her earrings are beautiful. And they're more something that you could see any day. It's fun traveling. I don't know what's going on here. The store manager is hugging her. Oh, because she spent so much money. I get it. Ooh, that ad is so pretty. Again, this is also kind of what I think of too. The Bahamas ads. Huh. No, I'll have to watch that. I listen to a lot of podcasts like that. This is a really pretty ad too. She could be today, you know? You can, so it's funny how some things are like, yeah, that's so 80s. Then it's like this one could be anytime. It's contemporary. This one, definitely 80s. That shirt or dress, like it's not a fit that you know, people would wear today. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at how 80s this hair is. I remember having hair that was like the asymmetric bob or, you know, super choppy cuts. Holding those bangs over there, the huge, huge earrings. That's fun. Look at these workout clothes. I remember I had that Barbie like that with the leg warmers and the bodysuit. Look at, she's got leg warmers on too and a bodysuit. That's amazing. Clarence looks a lot different too. Whoop. That's pretty. See, I love this. Look, there's a lot of textured tights. Lots of red too. Seemed like fuchsia red and blue, so very colorful in the 80s. I don't know what's going on there. But again, there's more of those colored textured tights. I like them. I still wear those. That's beautiful. Oh, this is nice. This is pretty iconic. So did these pieces look like 80s things that we see in our jewelry jars sometimes? Alexis Kirk. I have not heard of him, but that's a really pretty look. I would wear this today. It reminds me of something from Pretty Woman. I love that. Grand Marnier, again, something that we wear today. And this one, again, you can kind of see that older influence of like a Victorian kind of dress. This is really interesting, the different types of styles. I have not heard of this one, this brand. But this is a beautiful, and it's a compact, not a cigarette this time. Beautiful ring. And also that sparkle. That's when the liquid silver came out. And I have some of those, some of those from there. And also more, look at more of that menswear style. It's so interesting. I love this. I would definitely wear that. People would think I was crazy, but I just don't care. So I like these little kitten pumps. And again, it's like they all wore the same blush and the same lipstick. And just, I think that's plastic set of jewelry here. Again, that's something that we see time and time again in our jewelry jars. For goodness sakes. See what I mean, guys? Ooh. Bruno Magli. It looks like wedding stuff, wedding shoes. And I loved I always love sweater dresses. Do you guys also remember what month I said this one was from? June. There's barely, like, everyone's got so many clothes on for June. More lavender eyeshadow. She's actually just got a small post earring and pretty gold necklace. Oh, now we can see people nicely dressed up. Again, those earrings here, I've definitely seen ones like that. That's for a Di Serrano. So men's style doesn't change as often. Like, you know, people still wear those for tuxes. Although people are wearing tuxes a little less. So this one's summer, but she's also wearing a sweater. Why? Look, she's wearing a sweater dress. That's so funny. He's wearing nothing, and she's wearing a sweater dress. That's funny. A lot more scarves, too. I miss scarves. And this is also, like, a pattern you still see. So this shirt, totally still could see it today. This one you wouldn't because of the way it's fitting. But, like, people like Billie Eilish, and there's other people who do this really oversized style. So a lot of this stuff just comes back. So that's fun. I like oversized sweaters like this, especially like on the beach. Not sweaters, but like I think that's a t-shirt. I don't love things like this one. Like I don't know what's going on there. I think those are two pieces. Look at, they had pattern stockings everywhere. I don't know what it is about pattern stockings that I still like, but I still like them. I know it probably dates me now that I'm going back and looking at an 80s magazine where they're like everywhere, but I still like them. And that hat's fun. That's so funny. See, more sweaters. Why so many sweaters, guys? Summer. Summer's the best. Wear a sweater. This is really cool. That's very 80s, I think. It's a little red here. I like that. That's the most summery thing we've seen is some of the swimsuits. I love this. I would also wear that. It's super fun. That bikini, that looks like a disco ball. Love that. And this guy too, it's very colorful and geometric. This one, that could also be just done today. That's really pretty. This necklace. It's like a Y necklace, kind of. But this dress looks like it would be very pretty, too. I love anything ruched like that. Although I hate a side zipper because if you don't have somebody to help you zip, it's very hard to get it zipped. I don't know what's going on there. See, and that's pretty, too. Like, she's pretty natural. Except for, I think that's just like actual sunburn. Because people don't wear sunscreen as much. We all wear so much sunscreen now. Look at this one. This is amazing. They both are. I love this. So they must have put a shawl on their head. The gloves, and then more gloves. with the hat. That is very iconic. That's like you watch an 80s movie and there's a character that's dressed like this. Look at these earrings. I didn't even see those. There is so much going on there. And I'm living for it. I kind of love it. Oh, and these earrings. I gotta show you guys these. And more gloves for summer. Look at those. I have definitely gotten ones like that. And then I think these are coin. Really charm bracelet too, which is fun. So these are also very fun. I still find it hilarious that this is a summer catalog. So that's a red and a big belt. Big hair. That frosted underneath the brow bone. And this one's more like the menswear oversized pants. Now the pants are so small. Nobody would wear pants like that. This is amazing too. Look at this, guys. The hair and this pattern. And then this one is that Janet Jackson look, I think. Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson with the gold kind of navy uniform outfit with the buttons and everything. That's kind of what one of the other ones I remember about the 80s. And look at this, doesn't match. They have two different gloves on. A red and a purpley blue. Some more menswear fashion. I don't know what she's got going on here. I think that brooch is pretty though. And her makeup is pretty. It's a weird angle, but that's pretty. It's just so funny the way they posed in the 80s. It's very over the top. And then you watch America's Next Top Model, and that's like they were posing like that again. And look at how oversized this is. Look for changing shapes. Narrower, new pants, a rounder, new coat. Nothing remains the same. Yeah, that's a rounder, new coat, I'd say. See? And there's no, you don't see anyone's chest at all in any of these. I definitely had sweaters like this. But why do we have so many sweaters in a June catalog? Does anyone get that? Because I don't. See? Like, this is such a fun shape. So fun the way that they modeled. So oversized, so menswear. Yeah, it's great. And this one, I think she's got a little brooch here. So they did wear brooches, but like if you notice, there's no earrings, no necklace, no bracelets, no anything else, so just a brooch. And then this lady, I love this. She's wearing like a robe as clothes. And these look like pajamas. More news at night. The all-out drama of dressing gown dressing. I did not know that was a thing. New departure points, a change at night, the simplicity of pants dressing reinterpreted. That is amazing. I didn't know that they would do that. I always wanted to just wear pajamas outside. Talking about money, the last taboo. The big bows. I definitely had clothes like that too. Pearls. She's wearing a little brooch. And these are like actual real people. Oop. I don't know what was going on with that one. This one's fun. That look is neat. And look, we've definitely, Sally too, I'm sure, gotten earrings like this. But again, nothing. And it's just the off the shoulder. So you get a little sexy shoulder is all. Do you, Sally? I pick them up when I see them. This one, these Vogue ones from the 80s and 90s are definitely fun. For clothes, for cars, for style, especially for makeup. That's one. What in the world is going on here? It's one of the things that I think is pretty cool. Even the style of the housing, right? Like the way that you've decorated your house changes. I pick them up when they're kind of iconic, you know? 'Cause look at this. These earrings, I definitely have ones like that. And another phone cord. She could only travel so far away from a spot. Do you guys remember the horror of that? It was like you were confined. And when I was younger, more people didn't have cars. So like my daughter has a car, she can go travel and see her friends. But right now, obviously, they're back to what we used to do. But we used to talk on the phone to our friends for hours, and it's fun. I like going through them. It's fun to comment. This is really cute. And also, I was just talking to my coworkers about, because they're all younger than me. I'm like the oldest person in my department of like 10 people. And I was telling them about party lines. You guys remember party lines? See, like nothing here ever showing, but you can show your midriff. A different feeling. And like these still had shoulder pads in them. I think that's so funny. But I think it's a cute look. Like it's still got the blingy plastic. I think I actually have this. I think I have this one. That's so fun. Because it's fun to see how to style those. Because I never wear my chunky plastic bracelets because I never know how. This is really pretty. I would wear this one today too. I really would. I wouldn't wear that hair. Let's see the earrings. Whoa. I've definitely gotten those in jewelry jars. I think they're ones that are like kind of materially and they're just huge. Actually, I have some here. Like, I wanted to figure out how I could wear these. These are super 80s. They're lucite. And then, so I was gathering some 80s stuff for some other people. And I sent them other ones. And these big, like geometric ones. I also have these clippies. And then ones like this. These clippies, also very 80s. And then like lucite hoops. And then like these. So, I don't know. I just think it's fun. I think, I don't remember the key one from like Janet Jackson, but I really like that. That's a fun outfit. But I can't do the shoulder pads, so I always take the shoulder pads out. Wow. That's a look. That is definitely a look. Again, it's another menswear inspired. Really huge chunky bracelet. And big plastic lucite's. This is beautiful. I love this one, actually. A little risque. It's up a little far, but I like it. But look at these. I love these bracelets. Those are fun. Did you, Sally? I could not do shoulder pads. A very off the shoulder. I do think one shoulder off is a very sexy look. I really like it. I love sweater dresses. This is very Tina Turner. This guy. And this one is very 80s. Look at her earrings. I have to repurpose some of mine that have some things like that, but those are also really fun. So definitely big, bold earrings in the 80s. Look at these, whatever these like gloves were, and then I think there would be a loop there, right, for your middle finger to go through. Yep, and then like some of these are inspired by this. The Boy George. The top hat. And there seem to be a lot of plaid. Oh, and I forgot about these ones, these embroidered ones. Those were also super fun. So many pattern stockings in here. Wow, look at how oversized these are. Wow. These are the most oversized pants we have seen yet in here. And look at this coat. The start of something big. Yeah, definitely. And they're not cheap. Calvin Klein. These are Calvin Klein. Wow. So big. And this one too. And again, more plaid. But like the paired, like the plaid with this patterned bright scarf. There's some big earrings in this. I know it's just a drawing, but like that's kind of iconic. And definitely not something I would put together. Look at these. Do you remember the crazy eyewear? And she's also got big earrings on. And patterned stockings. This one I think also has patterned stockings. No, it's just the colored ones. I actually love this coat though. She's also got big earrings on. Shutter sunglasses, is that what they're called? I don't know why these ladies aren't wearing tops. And see, that reminds me of the group LMFAO. And my daughter, when she was in elementary school, they used to wear things like this. Do you remember when that came back? And I was like, are you guys just wearing stuff that we used to wear in the 80s? That's so funny. And suspenders. Again, menswear inspired. I totally forgotten about that. Because that's not what you always think of when you think of the 80s. But another off the shoulder. And ballerina flats. And a really pretty simplistic cuff. Oh, look at the back of this guy. That's really pretty, very summery. And so is this pattern. Again, I could wear this today. That's a very I think this is still a modern pattern. Prel. Prel shampoo. Oh my goodness. See, and this is also, if you're in the thrift stores, this is the kind of dress that you'll see from the 80s. That's what I remember. And an iconic Superwoman. I love that. I don't know what that is. Oh, look at the colored contacts. The hat and the jean jacket, and that's more Guess again. And that's not... Oh, she's also wearing high heels. You guys can't see that. She's wearing high heels. That's pretty. This is kind of classic. Yeah, and colored contacts, it seems, too. And then Karl Lagerfeld perfume. Well, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I actually can't believe how much I enjoyed this and how much I had to say about the styles, and that I think I learned stuff by going through this. And got some good ideas from it too, because like I said, my favorite thing to do is kind of take inspiration from things like that, but make it today. And I think I could totally take some of these like earrings or, you know, some of the 80s clothing or something and try to make it today. That's one of my goals for things to do. But I hope you guys liked it. If you did, maybe we'll try to do the Princess Diana one next. I will see if I can't try to not include the cigarette ads this time, because I am not for that. And otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.